Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Up top, Leonard. Back to Powell. Fires from deep. And Harden gets it to go in on the assist by Powell. Harden's got 8.
And that's Harden. He can beat you equally off the dribble or off the catch.
There's the drive. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Murray, no good. LA's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. And it's Leonard missing.
Shot didn't fall, but that play worked well to get a good look at the basket.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
And a deep 3 from Harden. Los Angeles with another miss. And Murray's got the ball here for the Nuggets. They trail by 1. Offensive rebound. There's Gordon with the 3. Here's Porter. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. Here's Harden. 8 points for him. For 3. Sinks the three-pointer. He's got 11.
You better be right up on James Harden or else he's going to bury these threes, and he will do it in bunches.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Nuggets. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. Russell Westbrook's checked in for the Nuggets. Talk about confidence. Greg, what do you think about Harden's quote from a couple years ago when he said, "I'm not a system player, I am the system"?
Kevin, I laughed when I heard it because most guys couldn't say that. But Harden absolutely can. He's an elite scorer turned elite passer. Your offense has to orbit around him when he's on the floor.
So it's Denver now after the Clippers pick up 2. Here's Murray. He takes it in. Finds the hole for the second time from the floor. Now 2 for 5.
And a great job, Murray, just getting inside the defense and knifing his way in.
Harden outside. No good on the 3. The Nuggets trail by 4. Westbrook with it. And it's Harden picking him up. His 3-pointers off the mark. For Los Angeles, they've gone just a shade under 50% for the field. 5 of 11. From downtown, it falls for his 5th field goal of the night. Now shooting 5 for 8.
Oh, one of these monster nights from James Harden.
Murray for 3. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 ranked player in high school, but a back injury changed things. He said, "My potential may look different now, but as long as I can truly say with what I had, I gave it my all, that's all that success should be defined by." Kevin, he grounds himself in gratitude and the work he's put in.
HDA, he is a worker and living the dream. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, if you walked in at any point during this game to watch 5 minutes of play, one team played harder. You know who that was.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Powell. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Zubac. And that comes off the assist by Jones.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
Well, if I was baking up a lead, I'd add 2 ingredients. One would be playing smart. The other one, playing selfless. They've done that tonight. Serve it up.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time. Substitution on the court. Here's Šarić. And a miss there off the inbound.
Yeah, that miss might stick with him for a little while. That's kind of a shoot-around jumper if I've ever seen one.
James Harden getting it done for the Clippers. He had some kind of quarter from long range. Winds up with 15 points from beyond the arc. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break. And we're back. Good to have you with us for 2K Sports coverage of Game 6. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
Absolutely. Dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Let's make sure that that selfish nerve doesn't get tapped, because right now there's great ball movement. They're setting each other up. Let's see if that maintains.
Los Angeles making a switch here. Harden's checked in. Three-pointer falls right in. He is 8 for 11 with that shot.
Guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Kind of like he's in his living room right now. He's found a comfort zone. Once he gets that, the defense knows they're in trouble.
Westbrook with the steal. Jumps up. And the dunk by Westbrook.
Changing ends. Westbrook just moves at a different speed than everyone else. And he runs hard all the time.
And you look at this year's Denver team, you know, Greg, trying to get more from their bench than they did last year.
Yeah, and you just don't want your starters to play so many minutes that they get gassed in the postseason. That's something Denver's trying to avoid this time around. Easier said, though, than done.
And here's Porter. James Harden getting it to go from deep. That one's good, and the Clipper lead is cut down to 13 after the bucket is good from Westbrook.
I mean, the guy is just cut from another cloth. No one is as competitive as Russell Westbrook. You know he's going to answer back. Now, that's just enough defensive pressure on him to throw off that shot. I bet he gets a good look at it next time and hits it.
And that one drops. Westbrook's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Beautiful transition offense there. That's execution at its best.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
The Nuggets trail by 11. To the paint. Here's Sharch. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Analytics or the eye test? The optics or the numbers in front, Greg? When you're judging the performance of a player, what kind of criteria do you use?
Well, an MVP candidate recently said, my eye test tells me this guy's a terrible defender, but the analytics tell me he's a great defender. I'm confused, and I often feel the same way.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles, Kawhi Leonard comes in for Amir Coffey, and Chris Dunn subbed in for James Harden. Leonard the pass to Bogdanovich. Fires the three, and the Clippers miss again. For Denver, they've gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second.
Westbrook quick to find the open man that time.
And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Bogdanovich dishes to Dunn. Lays it up off the glass. Dunn's got his first points of the game.
And that's almost automatic anytime he can get the ball in that position.
Sharch with the screen for Westbrook. Murray, no good. Los Angeles leading by 9. And Zubac has proven that, Brent, there's still a place in the league for old school center.
Well, I think he plays, Kevin, with a combination of talent around him that allows him to situate himself right where he needs to be. Impactful around the basket, a huge rebounding presence, a guy that brings some physicality, and he's been in a perfect slot to show why it is he's such a valuable NBA player.
Here's Zubac following the basket by Russell Westbrook. Dunn connects on the 17-footer.
Guy who's all about team, Zubac, very unselfish.
And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for Denver. 9-point game. No one near Westbrook as he lets it go. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
The coach over there just asking for one simple thing, and that's some effort. Got burned on that one.
Here's Murray. Rebound by the Clippers. At one point, they led by 16. 2 minutes remaining. Here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles.
How about the handles there from Kawhi? Totally throwing off the defense.
Denver calls timeout. James Harden, he's checked in for the Clippers. Denver also making some changes. Jokic has checked in for Saric. And it's Peyton Watson in for Michael Porter. Murray, the pass to Jokic. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Jamal Murray at the foul line for 1. And the technical free throw is good. And Greg, something that is so important to this team, Jamal Murray's shot creation.
It is, Kevin. He creates so much with the ball or off of it. The work he puts in on offense frees up everything for his teammates. Great competitor who's really a perfect fit with this core.
Russell right now just dominating the game offensively.
A deep three from Leonard. And Jokic with the rebound.
He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Oh, no, I know he can make it, but that's warm-ups, so maybe just a step too far.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Clippers are intent on winning big. Coach Tyronn Lue said half of it is great talent, and I think half of it is execution. When you get to the playoffs, it's a whole different animal. We got to be 100% execution with our talent. That makes for a dangerous team. Kevin?
Very dangerous. All right, David. Now, Zubac following the three-point attempt by Jim. And again for 3.
And he's letting it fly from long range to devastating effect.
And he's now tied the franchise record for triples in a playoff game. Westbrook, no good. Clippers leading by 8. Harden outside. Three-pointer. They get it back. Kicks it out to Bogdanovich. Harden outside. Shot clock at 6. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Nuggets ball. Substitution on the court.
Murray with it. Fires for 3. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And the first half is now in the books. Clippers lead by 8. Time now for the halftime break, with the third quarter soon to follow, right here on 2K Sports.
Welcome, everybody, and in this fruit, guys, they're laying bricks out there. Shaq, I could read your mind as you were watching that.
I can't say that I was thinking out loud, not on this show.
Pointing out that they're shooting under 30% from 3. That's frosty. An interesting postseason for the Clippers. And that about wraps it up. And as the third quarter is about to begin, we go to Kevin Harlan for the call.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. A fantastic game from Harden in this one.
And guys, we saw just how tough he can be with the step to the rim. Great job of just attacking that first half.
Yeah, nice job of carving his way to the inside with some ease. Not much resistance out there.
Clippers leading by 8. Like looking back to last season, the Clippers had one red-hot stretch.
That's right. They went on that 26-5 run between December and February. It finally showed how dangerous that team could be when healthy.
Murray, no good.
And it's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Leonard trying to break free. Basket counts. 34 points for James Harden.
Well, Harden just outworking them inside. Did we say he wanted it more?
The Nuggets trail by 12. And here is Murray. He has 5. To the inside. Here's Gordon, and then Gordon with the dunk.
Gotta love the effort there. An undersized 4 who can really make things happen with that leaping ability.
And so Harden will bring it up for the Clippers. At one point, they led by 16 over Murray. And he wills that one in, sinking right through off the back iron.
The instincts tonight for Harden, razor sharp. He just knows when to pop up.
Wide open look here for Murray. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
That's just tremendous scoring instinct. So fun to watch him work in the half court.
Harden inside the three-point line. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jamal Murray.
So good at drawing contact and literally winning trips to the free throw line. Harden feasting on any chance to draw a foul.
No good on that one. When you think about James Harden, he's had such an effect on the game. Brent, they changed the rules because of him.
Well, it's interesting, Kevin, because you can think about it a couple of ways. There was a system change for James Harden to try the system, and then, as James has said himself, he became the system. So leaning into all of the analytics of basketball, you have to have somebody who can represent all of the things that system would require, and it came in the form of the beard for many years. And that kind of offensive output is something that is going to be, we'll be hard-pressed to see that again, Kevin.
Time call here. The Nuggets decide to talk it over.
Come on, let me hear you get loud. Who wants his free t-shirt? Let's hear it. Who out there wants a free t-shirt?
Open shot by Murray. Finds himself wide open and drills it. 9 points for Jamal Murray.
Murray could score without dominating the ball, and that time off the catch and shoot.
Here's Harden. And that one is good.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Well, I know they don't have mobile devices out there for texting, so they might as well talk to one another.
Here's Jokic. James Harden picking up that last basket. Sinks the triple.
And that's what he's known for, right? His ability to scan the floor and find open guys.
Los Angeles leading by 9. Here's Harden. Here's Dunn. And Brown pulls it down. Denver's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming off the break. Porter, no luck. Clippers have gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. Harden the pass to Zubac. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Zubac has got his second bucket of the night.
Given his length, it's very hard to stop Zubac that close in. He's going to go over most guys.
On the wing, Porter. Outside Gordon. Inside. And it's sent back by Leonard.
Wow, the Claw doing what he does best, using that length on the defensive end.
Here's Harden. Nails it from the high post. Harden's got 42 in the game.
Unwilling to let up, even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
And Jokic slams it in.
Wait a minute. Jokic has got some vertical, too? Wow.
Los Angeles leading by 11. And it's all said and done. Jokic, Greg, is going to be the Nuggets' career leader in many categories.
And he's already their franchise leader in rebounds, assists, triple-doubles, and playoff points, and many other advanced stats as well.
And your point guard's got to be the catalyst. Great job getting to the 10.
Well, Greg, he knows when they need a lift.
Did you see how much air he had under him? Wow.
From deep, Harden connects again from distance.
And talk about stepping up. He's having a playoff game these fans won't ever forget.
That last three means he's got the most threes in a single playoff game in franchise history. Now Leonard, following the three-point attempt by Jamal Murray. Harden kicks to Leonard. Pass to Zubac. Shoots it. And good. Like a friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Harden's got 47 points.
And nice dime from Zubac. His floor awareness is solid.
Murray against Harden. Now, here's Jokic. Now Porter. And finished off by Porter.
And there's an ease to Porter when he gets up vertically. Man, he can rise up and throw it down.
And Tyronn Lue calls timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. And Los Angeles will go for a different look here. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Kawhi Leonard. Amir Coffey comes in for Norman Powell. Bogdanovich, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. And Simmons subbed in for James Harden. Big group substitution here for Denver. Saric checked in for Jokic. Zeke Naji comes in for Aaron Gordon. Watson, he's checked in for Christian Brown. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Jamal Murray. There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. After Naji, Saric with it. Wide open look. And Simmons with the rebound. Outside, Bogdanovich. Back to Simmons. 4 on the shot clock. Over Porter, and it falls over the rim and in. Simmons got his first bucket of the night.
You know, not necessarily what you're looking for, but still able to convert.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. What a night they've had in terms of their shooting. Everything dropping in for them. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
The coaches talk about it all the time, but to be able to play with that kind of feel, nice play, collaborating, improvising, and organic.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Now Westbrook. Pass to Watson. In the corner, it's Westbrook. Buries the long-range jumper. Westbrook's got 19 points.
And you got to pick your poison. Westbrook, if he gets that dribble going, it really helps him in terms of his rhythm. And that opens up the three ball.
That one good for two.
Excellent play. Just adding fuel to the fire and really trying to put this one out of reach.
This is what great players try to do. They're not allowing the opposition to gain any kind of hope to try and get back in the game.
Pass to Watson. The tray. Offensive rebound. They shoot again. And the layup by Saric.
Saric, one of those guys with size and a combination of a deft touch. And in close, he's effective.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately.
Now on the court is your hot squad. Get loud! Let's hear it. You know what time it is. T-shirt time.
James Harden, he's checked in for Chris Dunn. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard Tyronn Lue as he talked with the team. He told his players, I love the energy right now. You look like you're having fun out there. Keep playing for each other because our chemistry looks great right now. Back to you guys.
Thanks, David.
Well, a master from the mid-range. Harden's so good at finding available space in that distance.
Saric passes to Brown. Here's Murray. And that comes off the assist by Russell Westbrook.
Clearly defensive miscue there. If there's not a body on him that's sitting at the mid-range, that's a defensive mistake.
Harden, good, he hits again.
And he's on a tear offensively, lighting up the scoreboard with a purpose.
And how about this? He now holds the team's single-game record for postseason scoring. Murray, good.
Well, when he's feeling it, Jamal Murray is going to find some way to get to that range and knock it down.
Here's Leonard. Again, Los Angeles. Denver with the ball. Down by 12.
And what a response from these incredible fans. So in tune with the game and what he's accomplished.
He's got the franchise record for points in a playoff game. He is going off when it matters most. A different look for Denver. Jokic, he's checked in for Saric. Aaron Gordon comes in for Peyton Watson. And Porter subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Porter outside. And it's the Clippers with the rebound. Leonard's got 5 rebounds tonight. Clippers leading by 12. Harden inside the three-point line, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. It's going to be on Jokic.
And what's remarkable is how complete Harden's game is. Making shots or making passes, he can create points in a number of ways.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe. Brent, I've always thought the stoic demeanor of Kawhi Leonard was very imposing for an opponent.
Well, there's just no rattling, right, Kevin? How many times have you seen Kawhi Leonard get outside of himself, react to a call, become emotional? Now, as a teammate, you have to have an understanding that he might not motivate you in that way, but certainly as an opponent, it's intimidating. I remember playing against John Stockton and Karl Malone much in the same way. Emotionless, relentless, that's sometimes intimidating for an Well, the feed for Murray, a score-first point guard, but the setup was nice.
And the timeout called here by Tyronn Lue. He knows every possession is critical now. And Los Angeles with some changes. Zubac is checked in for Derek Jones. Norman Powell comes in for Amir Coffey. And it's done in for Bogdan Bogdanovic. Now, here is Harden. Pass to Powell. Back to Harden. Lets it go with the three. Good! Another from three.
The threes coming fast and furious. He is scorching the Nets.
Now GA tied for the third most three-point field goals in single-game playoff history.
And 10 triples equals Dame Lillard's buzzer-beating performance in 2019 when he waved bye-bye to the Thunder.
Al Harden following the three-point attempt. Another one goes. Incredible.
And he now owns third place for most points in a playoff game.
An incredible game, no doubt. Nothing can slow him down.
And he's not far off from Baylor and Jordan. Can he keep it going?
And here is Murray. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Here's Jokic. Jokic just takes what he wants inside. Amazing.
Yeah, boxing out Jokic is easier said than done, especially when he's sniffing out rebounds.
It's Powell on the wing. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. There's the lob to Harden. Jokic with the steal. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Goes up, and then Gordon with the dunk.
And you can see Aaron Gordon just lights up when he has chances like that to throw it down.
Harden looking it over. Takes a three. Connects again from distance.
Incandescent from long range. The defense throwing up their hands. How do you stop it?
I don't know. And he's now tied the single-game playoff record for three-pointers made.
12 triples, putting him neck and neck with Dame Lillard's record-setting game in 2021.
The Nuggets trail by 15.
And so just rolling to the finish line now in what has been a very confident-looking performance for Los Angeles.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for James Harden.
Now, this was a showcase night of his skills offensively.
Now, here is Harden. Over Murray. And again.
And he set a new all-time record for single-game scoring in the playoffs.
I mean, what a night to remember. And for those of us who are lucky enough to witness it, I'm sure we will never forget this.
And it was way back in 1986 that Michael Jordan set the record of 63 points. And when you surpass the greatest of all time, you've done something special.
It's time now to present our player of the game, James Harden.
And his performance has been a jaw-dropper. He must have been feeling great coming into the building tonight, because once he hit the court, it was all working for him. He was in a zone.
And Greg, to play like he has under the most intense circumstances here in the playoffs makes it all the more remarkable. Here's Simmons. Here's Miller, and he floats in for the easy two. Credit the assist on that one.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
So the Clippers winning this one easily. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum so critical. And you know they'll want to ride this wave into Game 2.
For Greg Anthony, Brett Barry, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thank you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. And as we leave you, let's take a look at our player of the game, James Harden.